All right, let's dive into Vex King's incredible book, Good Vibes, Good Life. We're going to break down how the energy you put out there can literally change everything about your life. You ever have one of those days, or maybe even one of those weeks, where it just feels like you're stuck in this loop of negativity? Like one bad thing happens, and then another, and another? It really makes you wonder what's going on, right? Well, here's the core idea from Vex King. What if you are basically a walking, talking energy magnet? The feelings you broadcast out into the universe, they get returned to you in the form of experiences that match that feeling. So the real secret to changing your life isn't just about changing what you do, it's about changing your vibration. Now, a lot of us have probably heard of the law of attraction, but Vex King says there's something deeper going on. He realized that just trying to think positive thoughts all the time, well, it wasn't quite working. There was a huge missing piece to the puzzle. And this right here is the game changer. The law of attraction, it's all about positive thinking. But the law of vibration, it goes a level deeper. It says the universe doesn't just hear your thoughts, it feels your energy. It responds to your vibrational frequency. So let's break that down. The law of vibration basically says everything, and I mean everything, including you, is just energy, constantly vibrating. So if you want to attract good stuff into your life, like joy, success, love, you have to first send out those high-frequency vibrations. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And listen, this is not some new idea. Way back in 1937, Napoleon Hill wrote about this in his legendary book, Think and Grow Rich. He was already talking about how the vibrations from our environment and the thoughts we let in literally shape who we become. Okay, so if we need to be putting out this high vibration, where in the world do we start? Well, the answer isn't out there somewhere. It's inside. It all kicks off with the single most important relationship you will ever have, the one you have with yourself. This question from the book just hits you, doesn't it? Seriously, think about that. We are so quick to list our family, our friends, our pets, but we often forget to put ourselves on that list. But that genuine high vibe energy, it has to come from a place of loving and accepting yourself first. And a huge part of self-love is learning to actually trust your own intuition. And I'm not talking about fear or wishful thinking. I mean that quiet, calm gut feeling that knows the way. It's like your soul's GPS. The more you listen to it, the more aligned your vibration becomes. You know, this distinction is so important. Self-esteem is fickle, right? It's based on your latest win or what other people think of you. It goes up and down. But self-love, that's solid. It's accepting yourself completely, flaws and all, no matter what. That gives you a stable foundation that nothing can shake. All right, so once you start tuning your inner world with some solid self-love, the next move is to take a look at your external world, because the places we go and the people we're with have a massive impact on our energy. Vibes are totally contagious. And Vex King is super direct about this. The people you let into your circle can either lift you up and raise your vibration, or they can completely drain your battery. Protecting your energy means you gotta be a little selective about who gets access to it. So how do you even spot these energy vampires? Think about the people in your life. Are they always complaining? Always stirring up drama? Do they cheer you on when you're trying to grow? And here is the absolute biggest clue. How do you feel after you hang out with them? If you leave feeling exhausted and drained, that is a huge red flag. Okay, so protecting your energy isn't just about cutting out the negative stuff. It's also about actively boosting the positive. So what if I told you there's a way to give yourself an instant shot of confidence, to physically change your vibrational state in just 2 minutes? The science on this is just wild. Research from social psychologist Amy Cuddy found that if you hold a power pose for only 2 minutes, it can actually increase your testosterone, that's your confidence hormone, by 20%. And it decreases cortisol, your stress hormone, by 25%. You can literally fake it till you become it, just by changing your posture. And it is so easy. Just stand up tall, put your feet apart, hands on your hips, kind of like Superman or Wonder Woman. Hold that for 2 minutes before a big meeting, or even just to start your day. It's a total body hack to create a high vibe state of mind. So we've covered our inner world and our outer world. But there is one last, absolutely essential ingredient to creating the life you want. High vibrations and positive thoughts are great, but they have to be followed by action. A perfect example of this is David Beckham. Think about his legendary free kicks. He didn't just practice them until he got them right. No, he practiced until he couldn't get them wrong. That's the secret sauce. It's the small, consistent things you do every single day that build momentum and make big things happen. And the power of your daily actions? It even comes down to the words you speak. There's this fascinating experiment by Dr. Masaru Emoto where he studied water crystals. He found that water exposed to positive words like love formed these beautiful, perfect crystals. But water exposed to negative words, it formed these ugly, distorted shapes. It's a powerful visual that shows our words carry real vibrational weight. So, let's wrap this all up. What can you do starting today to put this into practice? First, really feel gratitude for everything you have. Use positive affirmations every day. Break down your big dreams into tiny, achievable goals. And, this is a big one, celebrate every single win, no matter how small it seems. That creates this amazing feedback loop of positive energy. Because when you really boil it all down, this is what it's about. Your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and your actions, they're the pen in your hand. You are the author. You get to consciously choose your vibration, and by doing that, you get to write the next chapter of your life. So the only question left is, what story are you going to write?